Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Next Level Podcast. We're back, and back one more time, again, for more fun and adventure. I'm Carm, your host with the most, joined by the ever beautiful, lovely, and talented co-host, Clairxi. How we doing?
Lack of sleep.
I mean, no, you don't have too much going on, right?
No, not at all. It's just all peaceful, candy everywhere, just relaxing. It's been
I,
great.
I didn't know the kids were ready for hard candy.
They're not. I think Odin would just throw it at somebody's face, but
That would be at least hours of entertainment.
it would be, and it would be great.
So yeah, we're back. We're back ready to go again here with the podcast. We've kind of taken a little bit of leave. I think it's been a couple years since our last formal episode. So let's give a little recap. What's been going on in the world of Clairxi?
Well, I left in September 2022 in order to have baby number one. Number one is almost 2 years old now. And I had baby number 2 in January, and she's doing great. Other than keeping me up at night.
Well, they do that. They have that tendency to enjoy odd hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, she decided she was doing great. She was sleeping through the night. I was like, "Yes, this is gonna be great." And then 3 days ago, she's like, I think staying up late is a great idea." And I'm like, "This is not a good idea."
It's kind of like Phoebe when I decided that she was all through her twos. She was like this perfect little angel. And then all of a sudden, in the last couple months of her being two, I swear somebody told her about the terrible twos. And like this switch flipped, and she became a hellion for like the last 2 or 3 months of being two. And I was just like, who did it? Because I don't like you anymore.
Oh, Odin heard that the terrible twos needed to come sooner, so he's been doing it since about 2 months ago. He's been fun.
It's really interesting how they like figure out that these things are cool until they don't want them to be cool. It's like Phoebe, she didn't want to walk because she could crawl, and she didn't want to crawl because people would carry her everywhere. So once people stopped carrying her everywhere, she was like, "Okay, this crawling thing's okay." And then she didn't want to walk because she could get everywhere crawling. Why does she need to walk? So then she started walking, and she thought that was pretty cool. And then she started running, and then she's never really stopped. She keeps me quite busy.
Yes. I know people that were watching my streams before I went on hiatus there due to going on leave for having baby number 2, knew that I was having fun with Odin not sleeping all the way through the night. So they've had to deal with him occasionally deciding to scream. He's now sleeping through the night and sleeps through her screams. So it's great.
Yeah, you were doing some interesting stuff with that challenge you were doing, that killing the Carm challenge, I think it was called.
No, that's what the Twitch chat decided to change it to. But no, it was the no death challenge.
Oh,
And
there was that.
the added,
Don't worry.
yeah, the added bonus to the no death challenge was that I had to do all the content at intended level or expected level. So trying to do promies with only 5 characters was great. Me being one of them, and then 4 trusts, because you don't get your 5th trust till you beat Siren, which isn't until level 80. So this has been great trying to figure out how to do all the low end content with only 5 characters
Yeah,
and 4 of them being complete idiots.
yeah, it was definitely interesting to watch just how you learn different ways to manipulate your trust. It even gave me some ideas. Like when I've been trying to finish all my Odyssey gear to R30 and everything, and just different ways of manipulating your trust and how they maneuver and how they stand and how you can manipulate their positions. It gave a lot of ideas, so I've been able to do some cool things with manipulating trust on that.
You mean trying to get Shami to go into the ceiling? That's fun. That's always a good one to try to figure out.
Yeah, I haven't done that one. that that was interesting though.
She kept doing it too. Like, every time I would find a new spot to stand, she would just pop up into the ceiling, and it was like, "Well, you could still shoot from that far, so I don't care."
Yeah, it's interesting. I had to.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry. I was watching my buddy doing, the No Death Challenge, and he got bounding boots. For how many times I tried farming that stupid lizard, he was like, "Oh, I went 1 for 1 on it." I was like, "I hate you."
so pain. So pain. And then he's probably going to kill the character because every time that you got a drop that you needed, you killed the character.
That's true. That is very true.
So,
Although my recent one I haven't killed yet.
yeah, we'll have a moment of
I'm
silence for all the dead Carms.
all the dead farms. I did take Taru off the list because everyone just kept picking Taru and then wanting to give you some unique name, which was great.
It was credit Karmas, not Karmas, still not Karmas. I don't know. There were so
Yep.
many of me. I was like, and they were all my
There was only
model too.
3. Yeah, that was the point. I picked your model, picked it super small. I actually have been working on the sketch of you trying to climb stairs because that still doesn't make sense in my brain.
Yeah, I haven't heard much about your art in a while. I mean, for anybody that doesn't know, Clairxi, talented ass artist, really good, really good.
No,
Oh yes.
not really.
Hey,
More
you
lazy.
did all the emotes for my Twitch channel and yours. I think they're pretty good.
And the Next Level podcast.
Jeez, Steve, you got to give yourself a little more credit. But yeah,
But anyway,
yeah. So I mean, with me, it's just been chilling in game, kind of taking care of my stuff, helping people with V25 clears. It's actually been more fun going back into these fights and not actually needing them. So when RNG just completely rolls you, you're like, oh well, I got RP. That's what I'm here for. So it's nice to just go back and fight these fights, look at them a different way, and be able to just help other players through the game and show that the game's not dead.
yes, it's actually been booming, and I think it's because of the Final Fantasy XIV raid that they did in Ode to Final Fantasy XI, which has actually been really cool seeing the increase in population, even on Asura, with it already being massive as it is.
Oh yeah, definitely all the different things that they highlighted in 14 about 11 was really cool. I haven't done it in myself, but I do know someone that has, and he's with us today. The biggest cat lover I know, and the self-proclaimed biggest scumbag of FFXI, Velner himself.
Hello.
Welcome. Thanks for
Well,
joining us today, Velner.
I just want to make one clarification. It's a great intro, but it's not self-proclaimed scumbag.
Oh.
This has been verified by the community. It's out there.
Oh, wow. Usually I hear you proclaim it, and everybody's like, no,
Well,
you're not that bad. You're not that bad.
They just don't know.
Okay. These people that are in your Twitch stream every night, they don't know?
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
I like it.
Well, hello. My name is Velner. I play Final Fantasy XI, and I pet cats.
Yeah. Big shout
we
out.
love cats in this channel.
We do
How
love
we doing?
cats. We are doing great. Happy to be back. Happy to talk about this game. Happy to really just highlight that the game is still alive and well. I mean, we think
I
about,
thought 11 was dead. What are you talking about?
yeah, maintenance mode has happened.
I don't play it 12 hours a day. What do you mean?
We're in maintenance mode. Nothing has happened. Nothing has happened.
Actually, the game's not officially in maintenance mode because they are looking into other ways of adding content, I found out.
Yeah, the maintenance mode thing is just it's just a different gaming sites. They like to have a big headline.
Yep.
They said it about 11 in 2015 or 16, whenever Rhapsodies came out, and they said it again with Fujito taking over.
Yeah. I think it's just a way to say you might get stuff, you might not. We're not making any commitments, but if you do get stuff, congratulations.
You better be appreciative. No, sorry.
I mean, I am like
I
all
am
the
too.
all the
I'm
different
excited right
things that
now.
we have gotten, and I mean, since the time that we've done a podcast, when we last did the podcast, Sorty was still new. Like Ammonon was still completely being discovered, and the 9 bot strategy definitely did not exist in the way it does today.
I can't believe I'm still doing sorting every day, 2 years on.
I am too. It's
Every
beautiful.
day, twice a day.
I don't always get twice a day, but there's a couple groups that definitely have the ability to kinda push us to join them and stuff like that, so I get that second character experience sometimes.
But 2 years without a podcast, what's the story there? That's a long time.
Well, I mean, yeah, we kinda took a break for a while. Elise was taking her break, and then they kinda came back and talked me into coming back to help out with sortie and things like that, so I came back just to kinda enjoy sortie with them and do that kind of fun stuff, and then they had to take a break when baby number 2 was born, and I've just kinda kept on keeping on. Life's a garden, dig it?
What?
You didn't catch the Joe Dirt reference? Not a Joe Dirt.
I've never seen Joe Dirt.
Yeah, he that's one of his catchphrases, says, "Life's a garden, dig it?" Just gotta keep on keeping on.
I guess you do.
That's what Final Fantasy XI's taught me. You just gotta take what you get.
ABC, always be cranking.
I thought you were gonna go with the 14 logic of always be casting, but I like always be cranking. That's much better.
I don't really play 14, so I don't know I mean, I do a little bit, but I'm not really a member of the community.
I've seen you doing those, Coils of Bahamut raids. Those look pretty entertaining.
I think we're gonna do that tonight. I'm scared.
You'll be good, but, I mean,
It's hard in a way that 11's not. It's a different kind of thing.
yeah, it's definitely an interesting it's more mechanics based, it's more involved fights of different things going on constantly, and just because they don't have the in-depth gears swapping that we do in 11, like, they
Yeah,
have
there's
to
nothing
make
like that.
the content more imaginable and more things going on so that you're actually doing something.
And it's not great for an idiot like me. It's hard to keep focused. You got to keep track of like 3 things, 4 things. You got to know what's coming, know what's in your face right then, do your rotation, not die.
Yeah. There's a lot going on. I mean, I don't I've played 14 quite a few times. I always go to it, get caught up, think I'm gonna go to endgame and start doing all the endgame stuff in 14, and then I'm just like, "I miss 11," and then I go back.
Yep.
Yeah, I haven't really had time with my busy schedule, my daughter's busy schedule, and my fiance's busy schedule with being able to just jump back into 2 MMOs, so I kinda try to limit
Yeah, with
myself to 1.
with my cat's busy schedule, I got nothing but time, so it's fine.
I don't know, Dandy keeps you pretty busy. He with his need for tuna, his need for attention, giving you the business, everything else,
It's a lot, but somehow we juggle it all. Yeah.
it's impressive.
I hear you guys with like your actual busy lives and like I have nothing going on.
Nah. But yeah, the meat and bones of this episode today is just talking about what we got going on, like the things that have happened in the last 2 years of the game. I mean, we've had Peach Power with the nice adamantite body for all jobs and a really awesome drop rate that if you don't get your chance to do that one, you'll just love it and do it for months. But at least it does give 60K exemplar point.
Yeah. I think that's really the purpose of it is to give you EP
If the box wasn't
and then
so
have a
hard to
nice
farm,
yeah, whoever came up with that's an a-hole. But other than that, I love it.
just send out all your Corsair sub thieves and one thief. Do a steal,
That's what I do.
random deal, steal, random deal, steal. Yeah, it's
Eventually wild card and it's fine.
eventually you can at least get a couple and do a couple days worth and not have to go back every single time. So that's always nice. Let's see what was after Peach Power. Um,
The Master Trial, the dagger.
Oh, yeah.
It looks more like looks like a spatula to me. Like you would serve a wedding cake on it.
Yeah, it's an interesting looking thing, but it's like the prestige of having it. You just gotta have it. That's actually
You gotta
what
have it.
it's actually what a lot of my
Is
friends and I are doing right now is the Dagger Master trial, and it's thrown us for a challenge. It's been really tough. We've only had about 5 attempts on it so far, and our last real attempt we timed out with 11% on the frickin' Elvon.
oh,
Oh, it was heartbreaking.
and that's it's exciting to see the Divine Might pack. I really should do that.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun. When it
It's a nice little sky throwback too. Are all the gods in it too? All the
uh,
sky gods?
no, not in that fight.
Oh,
It's Camlanod and Ephraimod and
oh, it's Camel. Oh, Jesus
yeah,
Christ! And the fucking
the 2 brothers, all the archangels, the giant tortoise, and a giant behemoth. So
hell yeah!
you get all these fun little things that are going on, and you're just sitting there killing things as a group far away from the paladin or the tank, whoever you have, that's holding about 10 different mobs trying to super tank and just live long enough for you to pull all these mobs off of them one by one. And I mean, everybody's got a sub ninja. Your ninja's got to go for an hour without dropping shadows a single time. Even the white mage is subbing ninja because his AoE will, if it takes more than 3 shadows, it will stun you, and then you just sit there and do nothing for about 15 seconds, and it's great.
Hell yeah!
And if you lose it as ninja and you get hit and you get stunned or you get stoned or something, and you get hit without shadows, well, you can basically kiss your life goodbye because you're taking a tier 6 nuke to the face for 3,500 damage. But if you silence him, he's just going to do that many more TP moves because he's not going to stop to cast. So it's kind of like you just have to take that risk that you don't want to lose it. And he's got some HP. I mean, even like I said, with all our gear, we're pre-buffing 9 soul voice songs, 3 crooked rolls at the beginning, like going in, and we're still only hitting like 50 to 70 Ks on our weapon skills. And this guy, it only takes like 2% off this guy's HP.
Hell yeah!
He has got a truckload of HP. And from what I've heard, the August Master Trial is even crazier of all the different things that go on in there. But I mean, it's really fun to just think about all the different things going on because I think the August Master Trial's only been beaten by one group. I haven't heard
Yep.
anybody else be able to successfully take it down. I'm lucky enough to know most of the people that were in that group, so
Wait, are they on your server?
yeah,
What server are you guys on again?
we are on Asura.
Asura.
Yeah, the biggest scumbag
Oh
server of
my
them all.
goodness. That's right. The Velner of servers, as it were.
True. Yeah. And you get to meet all kinds of creative people. Most of the drama that happens on Reddit, I feel like, is revolved around people on Asura.
I want to send one of my mules to Asura one day. I want to do the pickup group life.
It's
I want to get judged. I want to get yelled at.
it's interesting. Like you see some questionable things that you were just like, I never thought this happened because where we are these days, you're almost locked in with a group of people, and you usually play with the same people every night and stuff like that.
100%.
But you can go out and
No new
live.
perspectives on how to do content, nothing.
Yeah, you can go out and live this pug life and see these people that are struggling with content, and it's just interesting to, I mean, just live that life. I've done some pug groups just to see how they go, and it's just like, wow, this is interesting.
One day I was watching Shermie do a sorty pug group, and at one point the white mage got mad and he just fucking left. Then Shermie just fucking left.
Yeah,
I didn't know what the disagreement was, but I think the white mage might have gotten killed, so he just said fuck it and he left.
yeah.
And like they had a paladin, so the paladin tried to do the healing for a bit and then he gave up. Like, this looks fun.
Yeah, I think I haven't really pugged sorties since mage style, but back then there were some interesting pug groups when you tried to join, and
And I would be scared to. I mean, I'm really bad at mage stuff. Period. So I would be scared to be in a pug group with that.
you see some scholars that like I don't know. I've seen some things where people just don't know how to do the basic skill chains and do the basic stuff that you need to do to go through
Yeah, that would be
the
me.
content.
Yep. Although I wouldn't volunteer to be scholar. I'd be like, oh yeah, I could do that. No problem. Although I did have somebody do that for Ongo the other. Well, I shouldn't say. Yeah, like you probably won't hear this. He didn't even have Imbrava. Like, what the fuck?
Huh?
We were doing Ongo. It was only V20, but he's like, yeah, I can scholar. He didn't have Imbrava. His fast cast wasn't enough for him to fucking close skill chains. It was horrible.
Oh, he never did the quest.
Yeah, he didn't have Imbrava.
So
I'm like, all right, we need a Brava. I'm like, hey, do your 2 hour, do a Brava. He's just standing there. I'm like, hey, you got to do it.
that's
And then he told
awesome.
me after, it's like, yeah, I don't have that spell. I'm like, what? Why did you volunteer to do Skull?
It's okay. I mean, I've been playing Geo in my sortie group for probably the last 4 months full time. And I just realized last night that probably for the last 3 months I did not have the correct body registered in my gear swap. So I was just losing 30 seconds of bolster for probably the last 3
Oh,
months.
shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Whoops.
You just have those moments. I mean,
I forget to get my warrior gear all the time. I just leave it on the fucking slip.
the last
That's always fun.
the funny part is the
I forgot
last
we
strat.
did a V25 not too long ago where I forgot that we still won. I couldn't believe it.
That's awesome.
I think it was a Kalunga maybe.
Yeah.
I'm like, I noticed halfway through, I'm like, oh shit. And someone said, well, I'm like, I'll tell you guys after if we win.
At least it's
And
warrior.
I'm like, yeah, I forgot all my AF relic and MP.
Luckily, Sekpot is pretty strong, so
Yeah, that's
you get
true.
lucky with that. I mean,
The blue mage does a hell of a lot of the damage in that fight.
oh yeah, blue is. I know people that like try to do it without a blue mage, and just blue mage is invaluable. If you can have it, definitely go for it. But yeah, all the different V25s that there are, redoing them again, seeing different strats go about it. I mean, when we did V25 Ongo, we had the ads on top of us fighting. Like our Corsair and Bard were TPing on the ads and then continuing the skill chain. Our Bard and our Rune Fencer would alternate the third step, and then our Corsair would always get the fourth. And we just did defensive bubbles and didn't even worry about running the birds on the magical bard journey downstairs. And then the last time we did Ongo, I will say I didn't even use Imbrava when I scholared it.
And when we do Ongo, we did 3 key items. We killed one of the birds.
Oh, I've never done the 3 key item strat. I've heard about it though.
Took a bird out and then didn't really have to worry too much about the other bird, just as long as it's got like elegy on. It's pretty chill.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. The last time we did it, our bard really enjoyed trying to get that bird to stay with him and play him the magical journey and the Sinatra of his own little enmity choosing and stuff like that. It was quite an adventure. But just getting to play all these jobs again and do different things. I mean, I am always down to do endgame V25 because I love using Puppet Master.
You use Puppet Master?
Yeah, I love using Puppet Master for that fight. Like Puppet Master can control both the ads, while the actual Puppet Master does not have to sacrifice any gear. So the ad's not over there
Dang.
beating on your white mage. You've still got a hand-to-hand user.
Yeah, you can be fighting Endgame while you're at it.
Yeah, as long as you
You
stay.
just like warrior and pup.
We did monk, pup, and I want to say blue maid.
I know we tried it with puppet once, but the person we brought couldn't quite keep the ads on their on their actual puppet.
Yeah. It's a lot of hate manipulation with ventriloquy and things like that, but when you get it working great, it's awesome. Of course, the last time I did it, my gear did not swap correctly, or I wasn't in the right set, and I exploded to the ads. But
Hell yeah!
because I was in a set that favored my puppet, which is the downfall of Puppet Master. I I love the job so much, but they really need to make gear that lets you not be a squishy napkin as the master if you're fully focusing on the puppet. Because if you're fully focused on the puppet, like, you just explode to anything hitting you. So instead, on Endgame V25, you basically have to play completely selfishly, use all the malignance and the Impaka gear that favors the master, and then just let the puppet work on its automation or its attachments. That's what I was looking for.
The only thing I know about puppet is I can cheese these low-level fucking Vanabout objectives with it. That's it.
Yeah, I've heard people doing the Vanabout with puppet. I haven't.
I don't understand the attachments. I don't even know what maneuvers are, and I don't care. I just do overdrive. It's fine.
Hey,
I got the bow and arrow version on, and he just fucking cranks.
you can do a minute 30 or minute and a half up in arms on puppet.
Yep,
Go
that's
for
how I
that.
do up in arms. I just do it on puppet.
Go for
It's
that
easy.
Kraken Club.
I have one. 245 runs. We got it. We did it.
It has been cranked. It has been cranked.
I originally made it because you could cheese Bumba with puppet on V20. You can get the 5% during overdrive. Yeah, can't do it for a V25 now because it'd take you about 2 minutes, and now you only have the minute before you fucking pops off.
Huh. Yeah, I never heard about that.
I used to cheese V20 Bumba with puppet, and then I'd still have Beast to cheese another hard NM. It made it really easy to RP when 20 was the cap.
Yeah, that's awesome. I had never actually heard of that. I've been doing a lot of V25 RP and supercharging with my two characters and doing different things with Puppet Master for Gigalorum. Doing Henwin was easy. That one was easy to get the 6% on that one. But even two characters getting like a Paladin and a Beastmaster getting N-Guy RP was fun. It's kind of cool, all the different ways that we have to do these supercharges with Lowman.
Cheesing
And
I do
squeezing.
a video on how to do it, how to cheese.
Okay. Like a video for just Beastmaster cheesing, or
use the RPs and where to find them. It'll be all the different NMs you can easily crank. Like you can spin on Bubba, you can spin on Kalunga, you can do Scholar to cheese Embos with Warrior.
Heck yeah.
Ongo's super easy.
Yeah, that's all. Oh yeah, Ongo's definitely super easy with as long as you take a Scholar.
There's Scholar and Paladins, all you need. Easy. Save the Rune Fencer to like rake something else. So you can spit on it. Spit it and quit it.
I've heard people saying that you don't even need Rake anymore to ooze Kalunga.
You don't necessarily need it, but it can be tough. Although my beast kind of sucks, honestly. So a good beast probably can.
You're really positive about your jobs, man.
Well, I don't really play beast. I just made it so I could spit. So it's super unrefined, but it works. So it's fine. Even Dantaro is it's mastered, but that's it. It's got no. Or no, it's not even mastered. He's level 99. It's just level 99. It's fine.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty much
unmastered. Still spits, no problem.
Yeah, it's. One job I've really been impressed with going through these V25 clears was Summoner. Going through them again. A really good Summoner on Aerobody Key 1. Like, they can add 5 to 10% with Astral Conduit while the beast is unleashing. Like, if you really have your summoner geared well, it can make a huge
true.
difference.
I bet with master levels, they're way better. I kind of want to do Aeonic helms with summoners again that are master leveled. I bet it would get fucking creamed.
Oh, yeah. Definitely would. The difference between a good summoner and somebody that just made a summoner from Ewing or
I got my message. I'll be fine.
but I mean, we were doing, one of my buddies needed help with Esha Zeta tier 1s and helms and everything like that for Aeonics. So we cleared all of Esha Zeta and most of Ruan with him on Summoner and me on Ninja and Bard and just waltzed through it like Shock Squall. Holy crap. That thing stuns. I think Shock Squall's the AoE stunned.
What's that from? I don't even know.
Rama?
This is my first time playing 11.
Yeah, Shock Squall is the stun duration, or the stun. It's like an AoE stun. It's really useful in Dynamis as well for summoners that don't know about that.
I know Kiko's group used to do that. They would AoE cleave everything by first stunning, and then everybody would Alien Edge.
Yeah.
Like, okay, stuns off, Alien. Everything's dead.
Yeah, unresisted. It's like a 15-second stun. It's really potent. But yeah, I mean, we were just doing the Eshes Vita all the way up to Helms, and like all of the mobs just did not get to move. Like, you think about a 15-second unresisted stun from a summoner, all of a sudden their blood pack's back. I think they're down to like 14 or to 18 seconds on blood pack ward now. It's crazy.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, they can pop off some stuff. Maybe it's 19. I don't know. I don't play summoner, obviously, but the possibilities, they're definitely there. And then you've got the same group that I was talking about that cleared August. They're actually starting to work on the Chaos and Bahamut Master Trial now. So I've heard a lot about that one. And it's interesting, the mechanics that have been introduced in these Master Trials, where it's basically like anti-cheese mechanic, where if you don't do the
oh man,
yeah, if you don't do the intended,
I love cheese. What the fuck?
If you don't do the intended mechanic that they want you to do and hit the right prerequisite, the mob takes 0 damage at 1% and just benediction back up to full.
All my guide videos are me basically ignoring mechanics. This is bullshit.
So yeah, I'll be excited to hear more about their progress and how things go with that, because the Master Trials really do give this sense of what the game is supposed to be, and just
really what it could be.
Yeah. I mean, I've thought for a long
I feel like Odyssey did that a bit, and people just didn't do it. Like, oh, it's too hard. I'm not gonna do it.
And that's why a lot of people don't do the Master Trials. It's an hour-long fight, and if you...
There's no rewards outside of bragging rights.
But yeah, it gives that challenge for the hardcore players and the people that really want to try for this stuff. And for me, it's always been, we've got all this cool gear. We've got all these big prime weapons. We've got all these big
what can you do with it?
Exactly. And now there's something that you really feel like all this stuff is needed for. Because the damage requirement for August is like borderline perfect play. You can't drop a hover shot. You can't drop any DPS. Like, you've got to be on top of it the whole way through for an hour straight. And even like I was saying with the Dagger Master Trial, your ninja has to be completely on top of shadows for that hour straight. One mistake and he's probably gone, and then you don't have a tank anymore.
And then the party's over.
Yep.
The cranking begins.
Cranking begins. Oh yeah, we got... And I mean, there's all kinds of things going on when one of the little bro gets to like 40% Archangel Mithra charms whoever she is engaged on. So while the tank is super tanking her, all of a sudden when little bro gets to 40%, Mithra just throws off a charm. And if fealty's not ready or you don't have a way to resist it, all of a sudden, oops, here comes the entire horde of mobs after you. But yeah, for a game that has been rumored in maintenance mode and rumored to be dead and older than my kid,
when are your kids going to start playing 11?
I don't know if I want her in that life. This game has eaten up 20 years of my life. Do I want to?
Hell yeah.
Do I want to bring somebody else into that?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we got the answer.
There you go. Yeah. Spending quality time with your kid while playing 11. It's like, it's multitasking. It's great.
That's true.
Perfect.
You make really convincing arguments.
See that? We're solving problems here. We're getting to the bottom of it.
But yeah, I mean, you
Know what's going on with Final Fantasy 11?
sorty.
Oh,
Whole
Jesus.
lot of sorty.
Sorty online?
Yeah, I mean, Final Fantasy sorty.
I don't know. Do you think you'll get to a point where you stop doing it?
I don't know.
We're 2 years into the sorty grind. I don't have any urge to let up. In fact, I could stop the second run every day because I'm not building anything on my tars, right? Let's look at IRTAR. Let's just look at our currency real quick. By the way, I am playing 11 while we're doing this. Is that fine?
Oh yeah, so am I. Don't worry.
The addiction is deep.
You realize?
She has 17 million Golem free, almost 18 million.
God.
Why am I still doing this?
That's amazing, though. Oh, it's so awesome.
17 million Golly. She's got one stage 4, so she spent a little bit.
Yeah,
I made this staff on her. She's my white mage primarily, but can scholar and red mage. Why am I doing this still?
Yeah, I took a break for a while right before people really started doing 9 boss, and I've come back and now it's just like it's relaxing almost to do sortie. You kind of go in.
It's kind of you shut your brain down and here's the drop zone.
Here's the purple walls. Enjoy them.
Yep. Here you go. Here's an hour.
Yeah, here's an hour of your
running
time.
around.
You got like it's definitely a marathon. I think you do more running in sortie than you do actual content, which is kind of annoying for some people. But you're hanging out with people, you're doing stuff with your friends, you're getting to know new people. I've gotten to know a lot of cool players from my sortie group, and doing what we do. We go in, we get our 88 to 92k every night, and just go home. Like, we don't think about it. We don't stress too much. We don't let the content bother us or anything like that. Just do our stuff.
Just cranking. I don't know when I'm going to stop.
I didn't think when I came back that I was going to make a whole bunch of new jobs, but sortie has definitely inspired me to make Dancer, which I know you love playing.
Fucking Dancer, man. I'm never going back.
It's my new favorite job. I can't even lie.
That's not true. I'm gonna build it on Veljune. I'll try again. I mean, I only tried it that one day in Dynamist, and it was fucking miserable. But that's because I was pulling and getting myself killed because I'm an idiot, and I didn't know what I was doing. Which I mean is pretty much par for the course, but still, it was great.
It's a fun job. Like I really enjoy it for the content I've gotten to play it, which is Evioso and Arabati and sortie. It's definitely my favorite sortie job to play. I think it has the most stuff. Definitely not the most stuff going on, but at least for me, it's the most fun. I think Red Mage has more going on than anybody, but with all the buffs they're doing and stuff like that. It's definitely a lot, and all the debuffs that have to be on. Red Mage is like that glue of the run. But it's nice to see all these jobs that, I mean, you always have your bards, you always have your cores, but even Geo fell to the waypoint in Odyssey for a long time. Like, as hard as it was nerfed in Odyssey content, you didn't see too much Geo.
Yeah, so they've been treating Geo badly. It was good to see it come back for sorty.
I do like that it's not like nerfed to the floor in these master trials.
Is it full potency or is it still nerfed somewhat?
I don't know if it's full potency on August, but I know a Geo's used. Like, you have to have it in order to get the damage you need. So the Geo's the main healer.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, the group that won went Rune Fencer, Ranger, Core, Geo, Bard, and the Bard was Sub Scholar and the Geo was either Sub White Mage or Sub Scholar, and they were both healing their butts off, like, just constantly. The Bard's constantly singing. I mean, it's an hour of constant action.
Sounds too hard. I'm bad at this game.
Nah, you got it. I believe.
Just gonna multi-box my Ramu Ambus. I can handle that.
I need to do more Ambu. And that's another thing. We get a new ambuscade every single month.
Well, they're not making new ones anymore, but
I mean, it's still content to do.
they change them. I was excited when they were making them. Like the Ramu was one of the new ones when they were still making them. I love this this one. It's one of my favorites.
It's just nice that people are still hitting milestones. Like, a buddy of mine just hit a milestone of all Rimas done. Like,
oh damn,
all Relic, all Empyrean weapons, all Mythic weapons, all Ionic weapons, everything done.
Jesus,
has all his.
That's wild.
But of course, he's still card locked from the Omen card campaign. So every time the Omen card campaign comes along, he gets real excited because he can get.
I'm almost done with all the AF. I just got to do Scholar, and I have all of it.
You do Omen pretty regularly, though, don't you?
We do Omen all the time, and when it's card campaign, I pick a job, and I'm like, I'm going on that job every time. I don't miss any runs. I knock out a whole set in the one card campaign.
Yeah, I did pretty good this last card campaign. I almost finished Dancer and Bard on.
Goddamn.
Well, Dancer on Karn, Bard on JCN. So I did. I actually did. I was proud of myself to get all that done because usually I miss some runs in the card campaign. But
yeah, I'm addicted to 11, so like I don't miss anything.
Yeah, one of my buddies.
Yeah, it's like people say it's maintenance mode. I usually don't even have enough time for everything I want to do.
Yeah, I even looked at my objectives for the month. I'm like, oh crap, I haven't done my monthly stuff yet, and it's already the 25th.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Yeah, where the fuck did February go? We just got the announcement today for the new update. Like shit, I haven't really felt like I started this month yet.
I have done exactly no macro cosmic orbs or whatever.
Oh yeah, I barely have time for campaigns ever anymore.
I went hard on the ice seals last time they were here because I needed to stock up. Because again, I didn't think I was ever making new jobs again, but all of a sudden I found myself making new jobs again. I'm like, crap, I need more ice seals.
You got to crank. ABC, always be cranking.
That's right.
It's lately. I love high tier battle campaign. I never do that anymore. I never have time. I mean, part of that's my own fault though, because I made those extra characters, those extra meals, and I run 6 characters because I'm sick. But still, there's always so much to do in 11.
Yeah, you definitely keep yourself very busy. I'm impressed. Like but I mean, I think about all the stuff I have to do with my 2 characters. I can't imagine having 6 characters with 6 mules. Like,
I got to do the stupid monthlies on the mules. I always tell myself too, like I'm not going to worry about like logging campaign stuff or whatever on new character, and then I do it. I get obsessed. I want to get all the lock style shit. What is wrong with me?
You love You love 11.
I fucking love this game. That's it. I'm always surprised to see people say that they have nothing to do. I'm like, what? I guess having 6 characters makes it where I can play whenever I want.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. I mean, if you just focused on one character and played the amount of time that you do, I think you might.
Run out.
Yeah, I think you might run out.
Get a little bored.
But yeah, there's with that many characters and that many jobs, there's always something new to build. There's always something new to try.
Well, always a new job to start working on. Vanabot's kept me busy this month too, which is a little annoying.
I
That's part of why I haven't.
flacked.
A lot of my like the time during the day where I can dick off from work and play a little bit of 11. It's always Vanabot now. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah,
I have 1930 plaudits. I'm doing my part,
I
and that's just on Velner. Everybody has. All my other guys have like 1700.
Yeah, I think like the first couple days I jumped to 120 real quick, and I was like, "Sweet, I'm gonna knock this Vanabout out of the park. I'm gonna do great." Spoiler alert: I'm still at 120 plaudit.
You didn't even get the gallantry one? You gotta do some Ambu.
Yeah, I need to do some Ambu. It was actually a fun solo.
Can you solo it on VD?
Yeah.
How? Scholar?
Yeah, Scholar can solo it on
Yeah.
VD.
How long are you in there for if you're soloing on Scholar?
Under 10 minutes.
Oh, wow.
You burst a Helix on Ramu. Usually do another skill chain on top of it. Let your tank truss hold it for a second until he starts going Volt Strike crazy. Let him Volt Strike you to the ground. Get back up. Watch him tick all the way down. Elemental Seal sleep the summoner. Do a Helix to the avatar, whatever spawns. Ebulance. Lumino Helix the summoner. Let them kill you immediately so he doesn't run off and start summoning ads. Watch him tick to the ground.
Oh my god, that is so much cheese.
Watch him tick to the ground.
They fucking reset and just die.
Yeah. You don't
That's
even have to skill
hilarious.
chain the summoner. Like you just Ebulance.
I love the
Lumino Helix.
idea of strategically using dying to win.
Yeah. I could even I got it to the point where I could even take both my characters in, but it's almost a hindrance to have a second character with you. So I like make sure that she's ready to die at any point in time that I need her to die.
Leave her dead.
Yep.
So the reason I love the Ramu Ambu so much is that there's so many ways to do it. And using strategic dying is now my favorite way to do it.
I'm good at hitting the floor. I did a very good job. It just sucks that you get penalized on your amount of gallantry and hallmarks that you get for only having 2 people.
Oh, that's right. No, the hallmarks is the same, right? Isn't it just the gallantry that gets nerfed?
I thought it was.
Or do they both get nerfed?
Maybe it is just the gallantry. I know I got like 10K hallmarks for a sealed run, but only like 600 gallantry or something.
Yeah, the hallmarks are the same.
Yeah.
It's the gallantry that gets nerfed.
Yeah.
So you get like 10-6 for
only 2 characters.
Seal. Yeah, you just with 6 or 1, you'll get 10,000 for a sealed run. 3,600, without.
So yeah, I stopped.
That's oh shucks.
Mm-hmm.
I fucked up.
That happens. What else is going on? I mean, the Cloud of Darkness.
There's tons going on. We got the Cloud of Darkness HTBF. That was the most exciting thing for me since everybody was saying maintenance mode, because that was new gear, right?
Yeah, and
Master Trials are fine. Like you said, the Master Trials push the game to the limit and like what the game can be, but it's not new gear and it doesn't really change the meta, and so I don't know. It doesn't excite me nearly as much, and I don't do the Master Trials because I'm not good at this game. There's no way I could do them. But then we got a high tier battlefield, and they said it's going to have drops, and I was like, oh hell yeah!
Yeah, you got that null mask and the null accessories like the neck, the waist, and that back piece. Whew.
Yeah, and they're kind of crazy.
That back piece is really taken. If it had DT on it, oh man, it would be the perfect.
Oh yeah, that's all it's missing. 5 DT, I would have dropped all of my fucking TP capes, all of them.
Oh yeah,
it would have been
absolutely.
So nice.
But I mean, we have so
5
much
DT
and
anymore? Every Ambu cape would be gone.
Yeah, but we have so much DT anymore in our gear and stuff that you almost don't need the DT on the cape, and I've been able to sacrifice it on a lot of my jobs.
So even if I did change it out, I would be too I wouldn't get rid of my Ambu capes. I'd be too scared.
No, I definitely didn't get
What?
rid of them,
What if I need it?
but I have definitely
If I could
subbed
have
them
gotten rid
out.
of all those TP capes, that'd be like 15 inventory slots freed up. Oh my god.
But there's so many jobs that it sucks and feels so bad to make the sacrifice between store TP and double attack. Like
Yeah,
Bard.
now you get a nice, beautiful compromise.
Bard is a job where store TP and double attack, like, you want it so much. The TP set on Bard, it feels so good now. I love it.
Oh, now I got to put my null cape in my bar set. I don't think I ever did it.
Null cape and on Dancer is really nice because Dancer lacks a lot of multi attack unless you can use Saber Dance. So being able to use that on jobs like Dancer and jobs like Ninja and stuff like that, it's really awesome. Feels great. I would rather sacrifice like a ring slot and put a D ring in my engage set and just wear that back piece than sacrifice the back piece. Because I mean, you're looking at it, 50 accuracy.
That is insane.
Like,
that is so much
that's
accuracy.
all you gotta say right there, 50 accuracy. But then you get 50 magic evasion. You get 50 evasion.
I'm pretty sure I have a clip from stream when I got that cape. Cause I went in blind. I didn't want to see the drops. I went the night it came out. I was pretty stoked when I saw that cape.
Yeah.
I was stunned by how good it looked.
Oh, it's incredible. And for Ninja, it has 50 ranged accuracy on it too, so you get your Dokken procs.
Yeah, jeez.
Buddy. Like,
Was a little disappointed on how easy that fight was, though.
yeah, it's definitely.
Went in blind and crushed it.
Yeah, you went full monk punching to the face and stuff, yeah?
That's been the key for like all these high tier battlefields. So we just gave it a shot. It works on Shinryu, works on Lilith, works on Kate Sith, works on Odin.
Yeah, I think my favorite that I've seen is the Ranger and Scholar and Red Mage method. Get 3 people.
I never seen nothing like that.
Yeah, we take a Ranger, a Scholar, and a Red Mage, just Gravity 2, and sit there and kite it, and stay out of range, never see a TP move. We do True Flight to Fire to
Gotcha.
Thunder to make
I
fusion.
wonder if you could just do that with like any kind of setup.
Yeah.
Have a Geo and do Indie Gravity and Gravity to it, and just have a like the way we do like Gartel and shit and fucking sorty.
Yeah, absolutely, you can.
Oh my gosh.
100%.
It'll die in like 2 seconds. Oh my gosh.
As long as the tank can keep hate, yeah, you can have your paladin just kite it around and you can sit on the back of it and just DD the crap out of it.
Holy moly, I'm gonna try that.
But yeah, since we only take like 3 people and people love playing Ranger, they get to bring out their Gastro that they never get to play with.
Yeah, nobody gets to play Ranger anymore.
And even if it does get a TP move off, like if it resists physical damage, who cares? You got True Flight. If it resists magical damage, you just switch to a physical weapon and sit there and last stand it.
This game is great.
This game is great. So much going on. And then there's the talk of Limbus version 2.
I mean, it's not even talk. It's happening. Limbus is already offline.
Yeah.
Because they're upgrading it. They said so we got the update note, not the full notes, but like the update notice. And it says the old items from Limbus will be available this month somehow.
Oh, well, that's cool.
I wonder if it'll just be Gil, or if you can like buy the ancient coins. I hope you can't buy the ancient coins. I'm such a fucking weirdo. I imported a ton of ancient beast coins from Asura because I figured they wouldn't be available ever again, just so I could have a horde of them.
That's awesome.
So I really hope you can buy the old gear directly and not from ancient beast coins, and you can't earn them anymore.
It's funny to think about what some of the older players have stockpiled over the years. I mean,
I got a big old stash of ancient beast coins now.
Have you kept any +2 earring dupes that you've had in hopes that maybe one day they'll
100%. I am not getting rid of those. They're all on my mule. I don't care.
I would love to see a day where they let us like do a 3-for-1 or even a 5-for-1. Like, because people have so many dupes. I know people that have gotten 6 white mage +2s. Well, our dancer in our static has got
I would vomit.
got like 5 or 6 white mage +2 earrings. It's crazy that we.
I have 2 dancer +2s that are both perfect augments,
I'm
which is very,
so
very
jealous.
frustrating for me because I don't play dancer, and it's the only 2 ears, the +2s that I have that are fully augmented. Max augments, both dancer.
I'm so jealous. I don't have a single
I'd give them to you. I'd give them to you if I could.
I would happily take it. I don't even have a +2
Or
and like minimum roll dancer. I would love
that's
it.
how it works. Like we have 2 dancers in our party. They could have that ear. The other day I saw 2 people get Dark Knight +2 ears that I would fucking kill for.
Mhm. Yeah, I have Dragoon minimum roll. I
I'll
have.
never get that one either. And I want a Paladin +2, and I can't fucking get that either.
I was very blessed. My very first +2 earring was Paladin.
I said whatever +2 I get first, because like we weren't doing Ammonon at the time, so the +2 ears or the +1 cases were pretty rare. Like whatever I get them, if I don't have that job, I'm building it. And I said I really hope it's not White Mage or Scholar. That's all I ask. I got White Mage. I fucking hate this game.
Yeah, I've gotten.
But hey, I have a really good White Mage now. You need a healer, I got your back. I'm not that great at it because I don't play it very often, but I can do it.
It's funny how white mage has even changed a lot over the years. You think about when we were doing V15s and V20s, you would sit there with like paralyze or silence or something on you for just minutes at a time and be like, when's the white mage going to take this off? What's going on? Now it's like, dude, you got to take that off. I carry so many meds with me now between silent oils, prism powders, remedies,
Panaceas,
panaceas.
remedies.
Freaking
100%.
Aerobody TI2. I don't know why I decided to take this stupid thing again, but I'm taking Aerobody on Rune for this clear that we're working on for somebody. And I go through like 3 to 4 stacks of panaceas per fight.
Oh yeah.
Because you're just sitting there
It's fucking
staring at the
brutal.
white light and just praying you don't lose hate or do something to get yourself killed.
That's a fun fight, sort of.
It's probably fun for a lot of people. I don't know.
I think Aerobody's my least favorite. It's hard to choose which one I hate the most. But they're all fun, so it's fine.
My favorite is controversial, and it's definitely Ongo. I think Ongo was so
I do
well
have a
done.
least favorite. That's right. I have a least favorite, Ongo.
I think it was such a well done fight, and it just feels so fun to do. But I'm always the scholar black.
Yeah, you're going with people like it's always a problem. I hate it. I'm not good at the magic method myself. There's always issues with, and I swear, if we're gonna mess up a skill chain, it's always during rake. Every time it gets fucking borked. Every time.
Yeah, and getting people to learn the difference between how long you have to close a specific skill chain, if it's closed with a helix or closed with a tier 1.
Yep.
How it's changing, things like that, when they have to go. And some people get too antsy and just don't want to screw it up.
Yeah, they just pop it.
And then you just.
I was hoping those dummies, the biggest thing, those training dummies, I thought would be good for the macro test dummies.
Yeah, that would have been.
My very first thought was like, take the group out for Ongo before and practice on the fucking dummies. And then you can't get TP on them, so you can't do it.
Hey, just sit there and tact roll your way.
I guess you still could, yeah.
To be fair,
like tact roll and just wait.
To be fair, the
every time you
Rune
had
can't get TP on Ongo either.
That's true. You're depending on your tact roll anyway.
Yeah, tact roll, ad loquium, things like that. So there's definitely ideas there. But yeah. What else is there? I feel like there's still more. Like, I know I was talking to my buddy who plays 14 still, and he was like, I can't believe you guys still get all these updates. Because he's an FFXI player. He used to play 11. Now he's a 14 full-time player. No hate. But
I just don't know how you play 14 full time because I run out of stuff to do on that game like that.
Oh,
and I don't even play that much.
He plays lots of other games as well.
Oh, okay. He's always not a one-trick pony.
Yeah,
Okay, that's how you do
he's
it.
not a 14 one-trick pony, and
I want to play the game 12 hours a day, every day, and not run out of stuff.
I'm the same way. I want one game, and that's my game to play. I don't want to be like spreading myself thin. I mean, I'll play a mobile game every now and then, play a game on my phone or something like that, but I'm not trying to find another MMO to dive deep into.
Yeah, I've been playing the 14 because I just wanted to do the 11 raid. That was my only goal, was to get, that far. I'm certainly not an endgame player, but I've still been playing. Like, I log in like twice a week to do like weekly stuff, and we're gonna do the Coils of Bahamut tonight. That'll be fun.
Did you actually get to the XI Master Trial or the XI raid?
Yeah, I do it every week.
Oh, really?
It's really well done. It's really fun, and it's grown. Now I've done it more and more. It's grown on me. I always get really excited to do it. It's nice to see 11 in a beautiful. I don't know. The better graphics is nice. It's all shiny. I thought I hated the voices at first, but I really, really like Prisha's voice. I love fighting her. She's fun.
What's the level cap now?
100.
Okay, yeah, I thought I had a couple level 90s.
They didn't round it out to 99. They let us go to 100.
Yeah.
The Archangel fight is a fucking blast. It's chaotic and scary, and it kind of gives you a little bit of the feeling of like the original, unless you cheesed it. Right?
Really? I'm gonna have to.
Did you ever do it back in the day when people took like 18 black mages and just fucking bombed it? It's so lame.
Black mage's time nuke. It was like a recreation of the opening scene where there's all those tars on the casting meteor.
Wow. Everything dies.
There's just so much wrapped up in this game. I mean, you think about 21 years. I mean, I think we're at 21 now. I don't know if it's
22. We're coming to 23.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Man, time sure flies.
It came out in 2002. I guess, for us, it came out in 2003.
Time flies when you're playing Final Fantasy 11.
That's crazy. I keep thinking I've only been playing for like 2 or 3 years, and I think like, no, actually, I've been addicted for almost 6 years now. I came back in 2019, like August of 2019.
I started playing when I want to say it would have been 2005. So I was 17. And I have been playing off and on ever since.
I started in 2000 on US release.
Oh, wow.
But like, I played on the jankiest PC ever. Like, sometimes I think of the lengths I went to play games back in the day. I was thinking about when I got 11, because it was only on PC. It was PC release first here in the US, and I had to play at the lowest graphical settings, no sound. I had to be in first person view, and it still run like shit. But I did it. I got to like level 55 playing like that until it came out on PS2.
Yeah, I started on PS2. That's where I started playing, was on the PlayStation 2.
The fucking upgrade for PS2 from my PC was just, oh my god. The first time I heard the Roland Berry Fields music, fucking blown away. Because I was playing with no sound at all. So I never heard any of the music, nothing.
I had that big PlayStation 2 controller with the removable keyboard in the center.
Oh,
I was
damn.
rocking, man. My friends would come over to my house and hang out and be like, dude, what are you playing? This looks so cool. I'm like, it's cool. It's just Final Fantasy 11. No big deal, man. I thought I was the king shit.
At the time, like, none of my friends played 11. I had friends that were playing EverQuest, Ultima Online, which I was playing Ultima Online, but I gave it up to play 11. Nobody came with me.
I have really never had any friends that live near me or in like my social group that I actually hang out with that have played 11, but I have made lifelong friends through this game. I mean, I've talked to my friend, his character was ICP Freak Joe, but I've talked to him since like we started playing the game, and we still talk at least once or twice a week, sometimes once a month. Life gets busy, but never met the dude. Like, he lives in California. I'm on the other side of the continent, but Yeah, you just meet these cool people and you have so much fun playing this stupid game with them.
My 23-year-old game.
But there's never been anything like it. And that's the thing. There's never been anything like this game.
Yeah. 14's nothing like it. 14's fun, but it's nothing like 11.
It's more like
Even the social experience is nothing like it because like you go through that party finder and I barely ever talk to anybody in that game. We just do the content and we leave and I'll never see him again. I'll never see that person in town. I'll never just see him walking around.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy the level of intelligent people that actually play this game though. I mean, there's some real morons.
Yeah, I mean, I'm playing, right? I mean, I'm right here.
If you go onto the
You're talking
forums,
to him.
you'll see some real creatures that have just
I almost wished
that have escaped the
people
zoo.
didn't find FF11AH because sometimes
Oh, I've never created a handle. I refuse.
it worries me that like new players might find it and go there.
The keyboard warrior.
Ask a question and just get fucking reamed by the same three jerks that like they act as if like it was a personal question, like somebody called them on the phone at 3 a.m. to ask a question.
Or
get personally offended
or to
that
tell you
somebody
about
had the
car's
audacity.
extended warranty.
Yeah. I used to do a bit on the stream where it would be like FF11AH's biggest idiot this week or whatever.
Well,
it ended up being the same guy 3 weeks in a row. I'm like, I got to stop doing this. I feel like I'm just picking on the same guy.
But I mean, that's why we made this podcast and this Discord. I mean, you see all the different tags on here and all the different jobs, so you can ask job specific questions and stuff like that.
Yeah,
the link show.
That's one of the best parts about 11 is sharing knowledge and helping other people. Like that's part of why I still play so much. Is a lot of my time is helping people that are new to the game get into it.
Oh,
that's my content.
Yeah, I absolutely love talking about this game, and that's why a podcast was appealing to me. At least when Claire and I started this, it was, I want to talk about this game on a high level with people that understand the game on a high level, and as much as...
Oh, you got to get spicy in here then, because like I don't know the game on a high level. I just play a lot. Sometimes I'm blown away by the knowledge that people have. Like Posy and Alan in my link show, they'll be talking. It may as well be another language sometimes because they really can get into the depths of mechanics and stuff and the maths behind everything. And
oh, I was talking to...
I'm like, I got my prime pole arm. I'm going to go crank something. That's about all I know.
I was talking to my friend that was the rune fencer on that August clear, and he said he was self-calculating everyone's enmity the entire fight.
See, that's not something I could do.
Like,
that's never going to happen.
He was telling the Rangers when to high jump and when to super jump based on how much enmity they were at and when they were going to pull and when they needed to cut back. Like,
I can appreciate that level of knowledge and wish I had it, but at the same time, I don't want to do maths while I'm playing the game.
That's what he does. Like, he has...
That's fucking crazy.
He plays Rune Fencer, and everything he does is like a calculation in his head. Where if he's casting Flash, he has now moved his enmity up. Or if he takes a hit, he has now moved his enmity down. Like, he's calculating all this stuff the entire time of this fight. That. I'm like, dude, your brain works on another level of this. So I'm like, now I'm all sitting over here. I got to do this, and I got to tank this master trial, and I got to think about this.
I guess I'm not going to be doing August. Is basically what I'm hearing. Like, yeah, you got to be on the fly calculating enemy. Oh, okay. I don't even know how to do that. I don't know the maths behind it. I mean, I've just been tanking so long. You just kind of get a feel for when you need to pop a new hate move or whatever.
I'm like sitting here looking for this little bar, this little button that says, ooh, enmity levels. You're in orange. You're getting close. You better hold back.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for.
That's the funny thing about 14 is when I tank on 14 because I love tanking on 11. I figured that would be a natural fit. And the whole time I would just be kind of thinking about enmity and not really understanding how tanking works on that game because enmity is just a given. You're going to have enmity.
Yeah.
Unless you really fuck up, you're going to have it. It's all about knowing the fights and knowing when to pop your mitigation abilities.
Yeah, the timing and Everything's down to the T in 14
Mm-hmm.
because the fights are always like a rotation. The mobs
11, I barely use my abilities for fucking mitigation. I use them for enmity. Like, I don't use Palisade strategically.
Oh, I don't either.
Or Rampart sometimes, but not often.
Yeah, sometimes you have to save Rampart. Sometimes you have to save Sentinel or things like
More
that.
often than not, I'm using them for hate management.
Yep. To get ahead.
Whereas 14 is the exact opposite. I actually use the mitigations to not die.
Yeah, most of the hate tools we have is to get ahead before the DDs catch up.
100%. 100%.
It's a different world, and I enjoyed healing on 14. I just didn't enjoy the healers have to be a DD aspect. I don't like that mentality.
Everybody's got a crank.
I still have the mentality of an XI healer where I'm looking for people to top off and keep everyone at full.
I'm in the back line, staying away.
Yeah.
Keeping everybody out.
And 14, I'm getting like trolled for being on top of the healing, but the bottom of the DPS, and it's like,
where's your DPS? I'm like, well, you weren't dead. That's the whole point.
Yeah, you guys did the DPS. I kept you alive to no, you gotta add to it.
Oh, this Ambu, I'm giving Ayatara that Kraken Club. She's getting her little hands dirty.
That's awesome.
Sub a ninja on white, because you barely need to heal, right? So it doesn't matter.
Dude, I never thought that Geo would be putting out the numbers that it can in sorty, like the new
Geo. I had a friend that was Scarwin. He still plays. When he would do Wave 3 Dynamics, this was back when there was still like an elite link shell on Fenrir. There's not one now. Ours is probably the most active, and we're not like elite by any stretch. He would be like third or fourth on the parse on their Wave 3 runs. He'd always go sub ninja because he'd be in the DD party, so he'd have fucking buffs and everything, and he would crank.
My buddy is cranking 94k or 94 to 97k weapon skills with the Prime Club on Geo. On Ammonon.
Fuck. Now I went to Prime Club.
Yeah, I still use my Idris when I play Geo, and I can crank like 84, 85k judgments.
Why did people tell me that the Prime Club sucked?
I mean, it
sounds great.
It's pretty niche for what it's used for. I mean, you have to understand that you're switching out.
Slot is best in slot.
You have to understand that you're switching out of Idris, so you have to be on top of your bubble management if you're taking Idris.
That's true.
So I don't advise a lot of people to do it, but I mean, he does it, and he's a force to be reckoned with. I've seen him pop like 900k Ammonon runs, like, and put bards and other people.
You're hitting 84k with your
judgment.
Your Idris?
Yeah.
What do you?
Just judgment.
I gotta see this weapon skill set. What the fuck? I think ours is like 50k.
Yeah, it's just Naomi. I have 55s on hard mode.
What the?
Yeah, everybody's.
Maybe I gotta pay attention.
Sorty's crazy with everybody.
Maybe
cranking.
I'm mistaken about how much damage our
Red Mage
or Geo does. I don't think he's hitting like 84. Yeah, Red Mage is disgusting.
Oh, Red Mage and their black halos. Good lord.
Red Mage is just rude.
They be cranking. When you can sit there and spontaneate an impact and then do back-to-back impacts with a cold acumen and just pop, and then hit your TP wing, hit your Frostburn Tinctum, and then impact again, and then hit convert, and then hit impact again, and then pop a chain spell, hit impact him, and then just like sit there and absorb TP, impact, convert, absorb TP, impact. Like, and you're just constantly cranking, and then you do wild card and get chain spell again because you didn't need to use chain spell earlier in the run. Oh,
fuck! We usually waste chain spell on Guardy. Maybe stop doing that.
We use stymie on F boss, and then chain spell is for H boss if it on Ida if it needs to be used. But we'll start with spontaneity saboteur, and if the first gravity gets immunobreaked, then we know the second one's going on. But if the first gravity doesn't get an immunobreak, we hit chain spell so that we can get that immunobreak and then get gravity on. With saboteur.
You usually stymie him, and then chain spell Guardy.
Yeah.
Guardy B, my favorite.
Oh yeah. I mean, even because when I left, the sorty strat was still on mages the last time we did a podcast. Nobody even thought about bringing DDs, and if you did, you were doing the cage run or whatever it was.
We were always doing DDs.
Oh yeah, you guys were like one of the first to do.
I never did Mage Method. We did a little bit of Mage Method, and I hated it. I fucking hate Mage Method.
Tanking on you were tanking on Dark Knight or kiting on Dark Knight and stuff.
But we would just fight him straight up. There was no kiting. I think that's one of my best performing YouTube videos was the 8 boss clear for melee method because nobody was doing it then.
Yeah, you guys.
Even when we started melee, we didn't even anticipate getting 8 bosses. We're like, you know what? Other people are getting 8 bosses and that's great, but we are not having fun, so we're just gonna fucking melee. And we just kept getting better at it.
Yeah, I mean that's what it's about. I'm waiting for somebody to find a new strat instead of bringing the dancer. I think it's going to happen real soon.
Dancer's too good.
Yeah, dancer. I mean, I think it's grandpa. It's a lot of the damage comes from you can just crap out a bunch of weapon skills with the grandpa comboed with tinctures and ick wings and tact roll and all that stuff. I mean, you are like doing 30% in your grandpa combo. Like, and if that gets reset, you're just like, okay, well, this
there's 60%.
This game's pretty easy, and then everybody else is just having fun. But I've heard people talking about trying to use samurais and things like that with different ideas instead of bringing the dancer. So it'll be.
I mean, there's definitely other ways to do it, but is it going to be better than dancer?
I mean, like you said, it's not always about being better than the dancer. It's
that's true.
Having fun with the game.
Cranking.
Like, and that's why you did the melee
people
method.
They do it with Dark Knight. That's true. We did the melee method not to be the best because we just fucking hated the magic method.
I thought it was fun, but again, I love Scholar and I love things like Ongo and things like that. I thought it was just so fun.
I'm so bad at skill chaining and stuff. Although I was tanking, it was easy for me.
I loved it.
I just have to fucking rake and I'm good to go.
I always told.
Well, like we always had we had one really good scholar. We could almost never find a second really good scholar. It would be a mess.
Well, I always told my second scholar, I said, I'm not leaving Dark Arts. I'll take care of every single skill chain. You just take care of the buffs before the fight and nuke your little brains out. That's all I want you to do. Like, there were a couple times where I'd ask my other scholar to throw a skill chain in different areas, but most of the time I was taking care of all the skill chaining. But I was a control freak.
I hate magic burgers. That's the thinking man's 11. That's not. I'm here to crank. That's it.
But some of those prime weapons, I mean, people really seem to be on board with some of these prime weapons. I've heard great things about the polearm.
The polearm is fucking amazing. It made up for, almost makes up for Dragoon not getting Sekpatas, which was fucking bullshit.
Yeah. Oh, Glenny's a good set. On that. I think Glenny's a good set.
It's not as good as Sekpatas.
Yeah.
Sekpatas is got, because, Gladys is PDT, not fucking DT.
I don't know why they did that.
All that double attack.
Yeah.
Rune Fencer on Agus? What the fuck is that about?
I think Impaka was probably the most let down of gear, though.
No. Rune Fencer on Agus was one of the pieces has negative enmity. What are you doing?
Hey, those lunge numbers.
I'm a tank.
Those lunge numbers with Agwu. You see some Rune Fencer's magic bursting lunge for like 90 Ks? Come on, man. That's cranking.
You can do that with your Naomi.
Okay, well, you win this round.
Also, I don't want a whole set just for lunge and fucking swipe. I don't give a shit.
I will say Rune really did win out on Imperium +3, though.
Our MP is amazing.
MP +3 was a big win for Rune. I really like their MP.
The legs and the feet for enmity pieces with that DT on it. Oh, thank God.
Yeah. Rune Fencer's
fucking Rune Fencer's enmity set was so fucking... It's still pretty scary, but it was really scary.
Oh, what was it like? the Emmett harness +1, Hyalta's helm, frickin' oh, what were those
Those
gloves?
boots off of Curry's gloves from Escher
Yeah, and
Rouen.
your fast cast was like rawhide. Yeah.
That enmity set was fucking scary to put on.
Oh no, rawhide was like the spell interrupt gloves. If you didn't have Regal. If you didn't have the Regal.
They did us right with MP +3.
Yeah. MP +3 was a big win. I think Naomi was a big win for Rune. It's something they definitely needed because they didn't get another Odyssey set.
We got so screwed. At the time, too, like when Odyssey was, like the tier 3s came out, all I played was Rune Hunter and Dragoon. And I saw those sets and I was so pissed. I was like, what the fuck? Everybody's got all this great stuff. I got Gleddies, which is eh. And the Agus, I couldn't even make sense of it. I'm like, what am I going to do with this? But then Naomi came out. It's like, all right, that's fine.
I've seen more and more people leaning towards the Great Axe. I know one of my buddies just finished his Great Axe.
Oh, for the Prime?
Yeah.
I love it. That's my second favorite. The polearm finally gave Dragoon, without having to use Nagling, a reason to use all their Naomi Path B. So you absolutely fucking clap with it.
Oh,
9-line and Direweed is so easy, and you get so much TP. It is so much fun.
I'm really curious if you can now melee method Arabati. Like, because with a Dragoon and a Dancer and a Summoner, like getting just Summoner buffs and that was it. We got Arabati Key 1 to like 49%.
And there's people that would TP off the pigs and have done melee method for Arabati.
Yeah.
Not me, but some people have done that.
I think that's how my team originally cleared it. I actually left right before we cleared Arabati, but yeah, we actually did the TP method off the pigs and had a Rune Fencer. Or no, the Warrior tanked basically Embo's method. The Warrior tanked Arabati and the Paladin held the ads, and everybody just TP'd on the ads and hit Arabati. Embo's became a joke with that method.
Yeah, he went from the worst to the worst V15 to the best V20.
He was a terror in V15.
You give him that ad, and it's like, oh, now he's easy. What did you do that for? Y'all fucked up.
Yeah, he was horrible.
15, you had to be so careful.
Yeah, I mean, you still have to be careful, but now it's like, get him to 75, get him to 74, pop that ad, go to KI2 and just
that's it.
Sit back and
crank him off.
Yeah. I still hope that one day we figure out another strat for Bumba.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I would love
it. Can't be the right way. It just can't be the right. I mean, there's no way they envision him being done the way we do him.
I can't believe it.
They threw so much at him. Like, I can't figure out how you would do it otherwise.
I mean, it has to be TP denial, but yeah, because how do you survive denounce?
Denounce is a one-shotter no matter what. Or I think I don't know. I don't think you can survive it.
Yeah, I've never seen me
plus
personally.
Fetters every minute.
I'm not saying it hasn't
plus Fetters when he 2 hours.
Yeah, and
plus he gains DT.
And the Fetter mode is random, and you don't know which one it is.
Yeah. You kind of have to. You need to be able to proc all 4 different methods. Just to buy yourself, by the time it's procced, you're going to have like another 35 seconds? You're going to fucking do it again.
I would love to see a different method to Amidon, too. Like, the fight's boring.
It actually is kind of funny. I had a friend who plays 14 come into the stream while we were fighting Amidon. And we were like mid-fight, right? We were in the middle of cooking it. And her first question was like, how come you guys aren't fighting that thing? Why are you just staring at it?
I mean, it's
like,
a
yeah,
fair
I can
question.
see how you get that impression. We're just fucking looking at him, staring. I'm like, we are fighting it. It's just a very refined way of fighting monsters.
But yeah,
just a staring contest.
Thinking about this game is 23, like you said, almost 23 years old, and we still haven't figured out everything there is to know about it, and it's not like they're giving it to us, saying, "Well, you beat it," but are you gonna
Well,
look for
didn't
the right?
Vegito give us kind of a way to kill Amidon the way he wants us to do it? But the way he wants us to do it seems absurd.
I'm not sure.
Because he did a breakdown when there was that revolt over the hard mode basement bosses, and he told us how to fight all of them. It's like you have to hit Tribby with 60 light-based spells to reduce setting the stage to 0. Eita had something to do with hitting him really hard with the opposite magic after he does a TP move, such that you break his wings, and then he won't kill you with Vivisection. There's something about Amidon. It looks ridiculous. It's like, okay, I see that's what you want us to do. Functionally, how are we supposed to do it? I think he wanted us to take the whole hour. I think that's really what he wanted.
I wonder if that would work within light. If you could
oh, that'd be really cheating. Each swing,
maybe
counts.
If you could accession,
you could easily
in
get
light,
to 60 that way.
I don't. Can you? I don't think you can accession in light.
Yeah, you
on
can.
Paladin Sub-Scholar.
Oh, can I? Oh, that's a good question.
I don't actually know.
You can accession in water, right?
Yeah, you can accession in water.
Scholars do it. Well, as soon as I kill this Rama, I'm gonna try. I'll find out right now.
I'm actually curious. I have never tried to accession in light. Because I'm sure you wouldn't get the accuracy bonus that Paladin gets from Divine Skill on Enlight 2, but just like normal Enlight, can you accession it?
We'll find out today.
On the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
on the next level podcast, we'll find out if Enlight works.
Stay tuned. That's interesting.
What is the plan for the podcast? Because I mean, this is the first one in 2 years. We're talking about how 11's not dead, which it's not.
I definitely want to make like another episode like completely dedicated to sorty. Talk about the differences from the last episode. I mean,
a lot's changed in 2 years for sorty.
Yeah, and there's still a lot of job episodes that we haven't personally done, and especially like even the ones we have done, a lot has changed since we did these job episodes. Sorry, my group chat started pinging off. It's like, no, stop. But yeah, all these different job episodes, all the different, like if Limbus V2 comes out or when it comes out, like,
oh, it's coming out. And I think they mentioned changes to AF gear.
Ooh.
I mean, it's going to have to be something, and it sounds like it's going to be something big. It can't just be like 5 pieces of gear,
AF plus 4.
Maybe, or what if we reforge it again? Starts back at NQ, and you can take it all the way to +3 again. Oh, baby.
That'd be wild. As good as Empyrean +3 was, like...
And now AF has kind of fallen off, so it needs a little boost.
Yeah, there's a lot of like jobs where people don't even get all their JSE gear. And a lot of the jobs are like, why get it?
The MP is like they just took too much time between MP and AF and Relic, so the MP is like so goddamn good compared to the AF and Relic. All the DT and magic evasion that you need. It's beautiful.
I mean, yeah, you think about
really good weapon skill damage pieces. They have 12%, 13%.
Yeah, to beat Nyame pieces is really a challenge in itself, just from all of what Nyame gives you. To want to use some of these 12 damage pieces, like off the top of my head, the Ninja Feet, the Red Mage Feet, the Samurai Hands. They really had to push hard to beat the Nyame pieces in the respective slots. But yeah, if they have the ability to upgrade things that we already have, the game could go on for years. I mean,
it's going on for years. What do you mean? Could?
Well, I mean,
there is no end.
Okay, there is no end.
Okay.
We'll be back at the 35-year anniversary.
100%.
That would be awesome. Here we'll have Velner as the special guest. Lock it in right now.
I'll
35-year
tell you.
anniversary.
I'll be here. I can't
You
wait.
got to be here.
Let's see this. A session and lights. Let's see what happens. Only Velner got the effect. This game sucks.
Oh.
Oh, this game sucks.
Oh. That was so exciting. But yeah, it's little things like that where you don't think about it, and like you have to do all those light magic.
Wait a second.
Waiting.
No, it still don't work. This game sucks.
And of
I
course,
thought maybe if it's Enlight 1, you can session that one, but no, you can't.
yeah, I would have thought Enlight 1 would have had a chance.
I
But
tried
not
2
Enlight 2.
first. No dice.
Yeah, I'd like to.
That's so weird.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
I guess Enlight is just for Paladin. Paladins only.
But yeah, how cool would it have been, like, if they really thought that was the method to proc Tribulex 60 light spells, and then that
So you
counted.
technically don't have to do all 60, right? Because it reduces the ability. It starts at 30k and goes down a little bit each one.
Now you're
Just got to
definitely
get it into surviving range. That's all.
now you're definitely doing chain spell on G. Sit there, chain spell.
Remember when they did the hard modes at 75 and 25%, they would do their stupid move. And they'd still do it at 3 minutes.
Didn't they just like completely disable those? I wasn't around when this happened.
Yeah, they're gone.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to bring them back, and like if they ever do like V15 versions of the primes or R15 version of the primes, and then
Now you do have to do the hard mode.
Yeah, they bring back the hard modes just to add R15 to the primes. My group has always talked about what like we'd like to see with the R15s, where it gives a specific bonus based on what job you're using it for.
Well, that would be way too good.
Yeah, like if you chose the dancer path for the dagger, you'd get climactic flourish +1 or something. Like I don't know, just throwing different things out there that they could do with
A great sword could actually be used for tanking.
Heck yeah! If you choose Rune Fencer path on the Greatsword Prime for R15, you get that PDT2 that's on Epio.
Fuck, if you got that PDT2 and like Enmity plus, that could even be good just on Warrior.
Yeah.
Warrior, your tank.
Heck yeah! I don't really want to see
cheating.
that world again. When Warriors the tank.
Tanks have gotten their role reduced too much lately. Actually, I don't want to see that more.
I mean, tanks are basically healers now.
Yeah, I play Paladin every day, but I'm the healer. I'm barely the tank.
Yeah, you get.
I barely play Rune Fencer for anything. I'd rather I'll just bring a fucking DD.
Hey, master
That's
levels,
in full 50 DT all the time. Who cares?
Master levels getting healing fruit or magic fruit and healing breeze, or sub and scholar and being able to session cure 4. That's big stuff. It kind of bridges the gap to where Paladin had Majesty, which is just the most disgusting.
Well, Majesty is still too OP to compete with Rune Fencer Sub Scholar. Majesty's so good.
I can't.
It's my favorite change maybe ever to a job since I've been back.
I can't believe they added that. Like Majesty.
They made Paladin such a good healer.
Oh my lord! I don't think they've ever added something that like job changing.
It's so nice.
I mean, I'm sure they have. Somebody's going to come back.
Paladin needed it at the time. At the time, like Rune Fencer was a tank for everything.
Yeah.
You were settling for less if you used a Paladin. Those days are over.
I remember in 75 days when the monks were the tank. Back in salvage days.
That's gross.
Oh, I loved original salvage.
Or you're naked?
Yeah. You go
Fuck salvage. I hate salvage.
You go in and you've got to like unlock all your gear and do all these different things.
Annoying. It's so annoying. I hate it so much.
It's so fun. I like making
I never did it when it was current. I didn't do it back then.
Oh yeah, when it was current, you had to like make decisions on what mobs you're killing and who gets what gear and
yeah, like okay, we got one fucking weapon piece. Who gets it?
Yep. And of course, it was never the monks because they're already hitting stuff. That's why monks were so good. They didn't need the weapon unlock.
It's like cheating.
Oh yeah, it was definitely cheating.
Gosh, I really hope they don't redo salvage. Please don't ever redo salvage.
Oh, it'd be so fun though. I just don't want them to redo the stupid COP missions where you had to use those stupid pots and keep them alive and escort them to their teleporter and
Oh, that was terrible.
oh god.
It's still terrible.
Oh.
Is that going to be the future for 11, at least in the near term, just recycling old content?
You know, it kind of feels.
We got besieged
Yeah.
going up to 1, which is actually really fun. We didn't touch on that at all. I've been having a blast doing besiege when it's rank 10.
I haven't gotten to do much of it. I'm not a.
I love the world content where everybody can participate, and like domain invasion doesn't really scratch the itch. You just sit there and beat on Miru, and that's really the only time it feels like a group effort. Besiege is fun. There's people running around. There's monsters everywhere. I think on the stage, the level 10 now, I think it's more monsters than usual, but I haven't done a ton of besiege in my life, so I don't know. But there's a there's a besiege going to happen right now. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people talk about it.
They're advancing.
I've heard a lot of people talk about it, but they're kind of disappointed with the gear. But I mean,
well, the gear's worthless and it's too expensive, and I'll never ever buy it.
I hope that it doesn't sit like that. I hope it doesn't become like the DI gear where you just never really buy it unless you.
Hey, I use my DI gear still.
I do as well. I at least use the dagger.
Why not? I go to do domain invasion. I put on that gear. I'm a fucking god. I love it.
I put on the dagger for my offhand on Dancer, and I just instantly crit my way to max rank.
Yeah, I put on I think the feet are like store TP 50 or something ridiculous. And the legs are like weapon skill damage 50. And the body's 50 DT. I put those 2 pieces. It's in my Lua. It just goes on automatically when I get the Elver seal. Going crank.
Going out and cranking. Do you still do your daily DI?
Not usually. Once it's back to 100, I will, but we lose on Fenrir all the time. We suck.
Yeah, we don't lose it too often here on Asura.
We got 1 million people.
Yeah. I mean, let's see how many people are on.
Search all on Fenrir, 365. And probably half of those people are AFK. So like if he popped now, that would be pretty bad.
Oh, I mean, definitely half of our people are AFK or not actually.
Let's just say AFK. Yeah, let's just see how many of those 365. What do you think the percentage is going to be in King Rampaire's tomb right now?
Oh god. It has to be 10%.
So it's 365 online. Yeah. How do you think there's at least 35 people down there?
Yeah, it has to be 10%.
That's a pretty good guess. I think you're going to be like dead on with that. Look, this is terrible. We shouldn't be doing this on the podcast, talking stuff about King Rampaire's tomb. There are, a little under 31 people.
There are.
So 31 of the 365 here are in KRT.
There's 149 on Asura.
In KRT?
Yeah, in KRT.
Fucking hell.
There's 2,872 people online on Asura.
How is there even enough mobs for that many people?
There's not.
Oh, okay. So it's just terrible.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I mean, if you're not there, what do you care, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
free EXP is free EXP.
You can't complain about it, I guess, but yeah,
it's fine. It's there. It's fine.
Yeah, there's stuff going on. I've seen people that have hit up Crawler's Nest a lot still. People that are.
God, I loved Crawler's Nest before they fucked it up.
Oh, those AoE parties.
I mean, you can still cleave it, but like it's a little more annoying. But before, when it wasn't annoying, it was just fun. I could do that for hours.
Yeah, when you were just pulling the entire zone.
Oh my gosh, it was so much fun.
You had so many mobs on you and you just didn't care. Put on your hippo socks.
Level it up like crazy. Oh
around.
My god, it was so much fun.
Oh Lord, that was the time. Tanks are actually useful again and could actually get into XP parties.
Being the top DD and the fucking tank and the healer was so good. On Paladin, when you're getting so much TP and just spamming Aeolian Edge. Oh my god, it was fun.
I will say, talking about cool things that you can cleave, if you do the flans in E, Geo can put on a
Yeah.
Cataclysm set.
Oh, jeez.
And
We used to do that
and
plans in Evo. I
go
haven't
to
done that in
town.
a long time.
Yeah, we do the flans while we're waiting in the
throw the
zone
blades
for 5 minutes for the Nox to pop. Because the Enox, you have to be in zone for 5 minutes. So we run in,
Yeah.
grab all the first room flans, go grab the Botulus, take him all the way to the flan room, and those 3 flans from the start, and AoE them all down, get the Botulus key item. And
Good old Botany.
oh yeah, old Bocce. He's still hanging around, but that usually takes us about 3.5 minutes. So then we just have like 30 seconds to kind of chill, get our buffs up, ready to go up to E-Boss, and the Nox pop, we kill Ammonon, then we go kill some Nox. But yeah, a Cataclysm set was that's really clutch. A friend of mine came up with that idea or thought of that because, I mean, on Geo, all I was doing was like switching to a normal casting set, not a Cold Acumen, and doing Thundara 3s and Fire 3s. But now,
But can you use Malevolence on Geo? Yeah, you could be doing aliens, right? Or do they not have that weapon skill?
I don't know. Geo
I
can
don't know
wear
if they get it.
Malevolence.
It's like Paladin. I had to sub Red Mage to have it, so not every job gets it.
Thief Dancer, Red Mage, Bard, Ranger, Ninja. I don't think they have access to it.
They probably don't. Yeah, that's why.
But I mean,
claim.
but Cataclysm does way more than any of my Aeolian Edges ever done. I'm hitting like, I've seen some highs like 48Ks AoE
Jesus.
at 2K.
Get fucking crank. What staff?
I'm using the Malignance pull for the weapon skill damage plus 15.
It's fucking cranking.
I've heard people have tried the Ambuscade staff. I don't have it. But yeah, I like the Malignance pull. Of course, it has a lot of DT on it because things tend to look at me if they're not fully tagged or things like that. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of optimizations and a lot of cool things you can do with this game, and we're still learning. After 22 years, we are still learning about this game every day.
Yep. With all the master levels and the sub jobs going to 59, it just unlocked more customization, which is fun.
Yeah. We didn't even
More
talk
options
about
to
all the
crank.
new master level options.
All kinds of cranking you can do. It's a good time to be playing 11.
And I mean, you can sit there and spend all your days trying to get all your jobs to master level 50, and you'll just spend literally all your days doing it because the amount of exemplar points you need to get to master level 50 is insane.
Just do your flan fight every day. You'll get there eventually.
You ain't kidding.
Do your peach power.
Do your peach power.
Get your 60k.
Daily dose of peach power.
I would do that fight more often if that fucking box wasn't so annoying to get. And when they released it, I thought it was going to be a rotating battlefield. I was excited because it said in the description, it said, we're introducing a new battlefield. This time it's flans, as if there was going to be a next time.
Yeah, that would.
But now it's been over a year and there has not been a next time. So I think maybe that's just like a sloppy translation.
Maybe next time we'll get plum
Very
power.
hopeful. I'll fight some plums. That's okay with me.
Yeah.
Plus, like,
and then it'll be adamant
that you give the. Yeah, make the whole set.
Be crazy.
That little Taro made it sound like there was some story behind Peach Power and some fucking factory. There could have been something to explore there. But they just left it dead.
The cool thing is, as long as this team exists, they can keep finding ways to, and they keep finding ways to make new things. Like, I didn't think we'd ever see a new fight, new gear, things like that once they hired Fujito and was like, okay, we're going to maintenance mode. Everybody was like,
they never said that. All right. That was people just extrapolating and reading too much into his message when he took over is he's going to take over both the producer and director roles. That's never a good sign, right?
Yeah, usually not.
They cut half of the leadership. And then he did also say that the entire dev team is going to part-time and that they're going to be assigned other things besides 11.
Mm.
That's also not a great sign, but he didn't say there's going to be no devs, and he's still the head of it, so it's going to have some direction. And then he just said for the first year, he's going to focus on back-end stuff to make sure that the game is stable and can stay up for, I think his goal is to say like with 10 years without having to touch it, it can stay up or something like that.
Yeah.
And then after that, they would focus on new content.
Yeah.
And then all those gaming websites, they start writing articles of people that never played 11 saying, 11 goes into maintenance mode. What does that mean? Well, it looks like so far it means we get Peach Power Fight, 3 Master Trials, still our rotating Ambus. Now we're getting Limbus upgraded. So, and fucking high tier battlefields and new gear. I mean, if that's maintenance mode, bring it on. I love it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I would like to see them.
Even like,
Go ahead.
oh, sorry, go ahead.
Nope, you go.
I was going to say, even something silly like those macro test dummies. I love seeing them put that kind of thought and effort into the game.
I'd like to see him do like some, even if it's small at first, like do some Zone HD reworks. And like,
Let's slow down a little bit. Let's chill out.
I know. I'm reaching for the sky. I'm reaching now. Like they have
never upgraded the graphics to this game,
but they've inspired me. Like you think of these new zones and these new music and stuff like that. Like, I mean, yeah, Sorty's not that imaginative. All the purple walls, but
oh my god, purple walls for days. The music upstairs, though, so good.
Yeah.
So good.
It got annoying after a year.
I mostly don't play with it on, so when I do hear it, it's a treat for me.
Yeah,
I do it streaming, and I got the 90s music going. That's all I hear.
Yeah, I do not have my sound on.
But sometimes I do, like when I'm doing my Taro sortie, and I love it.
The old Taro sortie.
That's right. You got to do 2 sorties a day. I got to get IR Taro to 20 million Golem offer for some reason. I don't know why.
I want to make Dancer on JCN and make a second Dancer. So
I keep making benchmarks in my head of when I'm going to stop the second sortie, and I just keep extending it every time.
It's just so fun.
Last time, at first it was everybody gets at least a stage 4, enough for a stage 5. Right? Some made stage 5s. And I was going to get enough Gallimaufry for a second stage 4, and I was going to quit. But now, like, Larry Taro has 2 stage 5s, so we already hit that benchmark.
We love Final Fantasy 11.
Let's see how much Gallimaufry she has. And she has 6 million Gallimaufry, so we're well past the benchmark. Now my benchmark is I want a stage 5 on Velju, and then I'll quit. But we'll see if that actually happens. He's at about 1 million Gallimaufry now, and he has a stage 4.
See, I'm at that awkward point where I'm Voracious Psyche locked. And I can't do anything but wait for Voracious Psyche.
Yeah, Velner, I'm cock-blocked by the Psyches, which is annoying.
Yeah, I've got my 2 stage 4s and my stage 3, and I am locked down.
I can make my... Ooh, this is actually exciting because we got an update coming. And then the next update, I can stage 5 the shield.
Ooh.
And then I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll have the 4 stage 5s, and I think I'll be pretty happy there. I spoiled myself at first with Polearm, Scythe, and Greatsword. All DD weapons.
Heck yeah.
I figure I do the support stuff on my towers. It's fine.
I recently did a Proc Neon Paladin because I just have the stage 3 shield, and typically I always used Aegis for that fight, but I was like, I want to try this stage 3 Dubon and see how it goes. See if it's got enough magic oomph to make sure I don't explode. And it was really easy. I never felt in danger. And even the physical moves, like, of course, it destroyed the physical moves. They didn't exist anymore. But even, like, everything else was sub 200 damage tops if it hit well. So I was really impressed with Dubon stage 3.
Dubon it's pretty damn good. I left it on stage 2 for so long, and I'm an idiot because stage 3 is a really big upgrade.
Oh, it's huge. Like
really nice.
The jump from stage 2 to stage 3, I've noticed it feels like a brand new shield.
Yeah, it's got so much nice stuff on it.
I still want a Sriracha because I feel like Sriracha is really good for kiting and stuff like that, and you do a lot of kiting.
100%. I use my Sriracha more than ever because of sortie. I almost never used it before sortie. Just to put protect on. That was it.
Yeah, JCN has a Srivatsa, and when I do sortie on her paladin, pretty much the full time, besides Ammonon, I'm using Srivatsa. I love it.
That's nice. Like that extra enmity. And every little enmity counts for the kiting. Anytime I fuck up just a little bit, I'll lose hate.
And even Paladins
Like
getting...
one day I forgot to eat my food before. I lost hate. Yesterday I forgot to hit Rampart when I was doing all my hate moves. Lost hate. One small thing can blow it.
For me, it's always like I mess up a distance. I try to cut too much or try to put one extra spell in there, and I cut a corner and he cuts too close and he gets within that 18 away, and all of a sudden the TP move goes off, and I'm just like, oh man. I feel bad when that happens. But yeah, now that Paladin has foil, because I sub rune, I love subbing rune. Now that you get that foil.
Yeah, I would like to, because I don't use a lot of the scholar stuff, but nobody takes their debuffs off, so that's like my job.
Oh, yeah,
the debuff guy. I mean, that's fine. I don't mind.
Yeah,
sub rune would be so good on Ammonon too.
Mhm.
So good.
Yeah, I mean, like I told you,
Almost never lose Stone Skin ever again. Fucking you get 2 runes, right? You have 2 runes up. You get Valiance and Velation, right?
Yep, and Flug.
Fucking hell.
And Swordplay.
And One for All.
You don't get One for All.
Oh, okay. You don't need it, but still, fuck.
No, you
so
don't.
many extra TP hates abilities,
and you get foil constantly.
Oh my goodness!
So you can just rotate flash foil,
maybe
foil.
I'll do it secretly and not tell anybody today.
There you go. It's fun. You'll never want.
No, I'm not gonna.
And you can do bar poison and sulfur runes for A and E boss, and you can Valiance light runes for C and G. Oh, I love subrune. I'm like, you guys can just take off your own debuffs. Bring your panaceas. Leave me alone. But I mean, we've gotten pretty fast with our, because we have like a not unspoken stun rotation. C-Boss pretty much does not get a TP move off, so we don't even get the taunt on C-Boss.
Well, that's cheating.
Yep. We're about to
I'm going to yeah, you need to put that video up so I can steal some of I'm going to steal some of these ideas. I'm going to talk about them tonight.
Yeah.
Stunning C. Everybody bringing TP wings. What's that tincture you're talking about? Is it one of the Outerline ones?
Crossbloom tincture.
But do you have to have it leveled up for it to be useful?
Yeah, you have to.
Like
Somebody
you do shit at the coalition to get it up.
It's not you personally; it's everybody. So whatever the level of the,
but nobody's doing that shit on Fenrir.
Just make your static
Things are always minimum.
Just make the static before it gets you bailed, because it costs 40k bailed to get the tincture. So you need bailed anyway. Just go as a group. All you have to do is run to the little porter, go to the thing, go down the hill, go up the hill, go over to the thing, pluck it in the right range, and warp back. And you've now at least taken it up a level, because Asura is pretty good about doing it, because a lot of people use the tinctures. But yeah, I
remember we did do that once, because we were thinking about using them for Bumba, because we didn't know that they were Outerline only.
Yeah.
And then they were, and we're like, fuck. Damn it.
Yeah, they're nice.
I know me and Posse went to start leveling them up, and it wasn't that bad. Like, we just...
Oh, no.
I went and did one round on my Tarus, and it leveled up a bunch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could probably cap it yourself. It doesn't take much. It doesn't take much to level that up. And you're getting bailed while doing it, so that you can afford the tinctures every day, because 40k a day adds up real quick. I usually only use the tinctures on jobs that need that extra TP, that don't have the TP battery, like Bard and stuff like that. But Geo and Red Mage usually have that TP battery that they can do the occult acumen sets and just not need that.
We need to step our game up. I want to kill Nocules.
Yeah,
9 bosses isn't good enough for me anymore.
Yeah, I mean it's interesting how much more you can fit into a sortie run, and I mean we're
Do you
still.
guys have special sets for stun? Do you set up like a good magic accuracy set, or is it just good?
I mean the Corsair's landing stuns, so. But I mean these null pieces help a lot. I mean
That's true.
all these jobs can
That is
use it. You're
true.
getting
I put that
50.
in my sudden lunch set. It's so much better now. I mean, it was already really good, but
Yeah, I mean you're talking Corsair getting all these null pieces, Bard getting all these null pieces. You've got all.
everybody gets a null piece.
Yep, everybody gets one. But yeah, we have pretty much an unspoken stun and absorb TP rotation because we absorb TP from C as well. So that because we also skill chain every single boss. So we'll go into C boss. Our Corsair will open Savage. We'll do a double climactic Ruthless. Red Mage will close with Black Halo, and then he's pretty much at 20%. Everybody else weapon skills after the skill chain, and he just explodes.
I'm stealing that too. So Savage, Ruthless, Black Halo. Get cranked.
It's good times. The only thing about the skill chain is everybody's got to be about it. I know other people have talked about not using the skill chains because not everybody's on board, but yeah, everybody has to be on board. Me as the Geo, I don't TP feed until basically step 3 of the skill chain because I'm absorbing TP, I'm stunning, I'm getting bubbles out. I'm a cold Acamine.
That's true. You can absorb TP too.
Yeah.
And like that lands basically every time on.
Yeah, I get like upwards of 790 TP because he's stunned. And I just get to live life and be happy. And then Black Halo goes off and then everybody just unloads and he just dies.
Get fucking cranked.
And
I don't know. I got a feeling when I say these things, they'll be like, "That's not worth the effort. We're not going to do it."
Yeah,
You just crank.
I mean, some people like it, some people don't.
That's fine.
It doesn't gain that much time, but you definitely
every little bit helps in sorting.
Yeah, it's optimizing that 60 minutes. We just recently started doing.
Every little thing over an hour can get you like 5 extra minutes, and then there's a lot you can do in 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, I mean, we just started recently doing a thing where we'll send our paladin off to stare in G, and we'll do the Naraka or whatever that it's called. And we'll do that while he's staring, and then we don't stare after the boss because we can just stun every TP move. We have 4 stunners sitting there. What do we care about a TP move? And we just skill chain it and it dies. Same skill chain that we did on G, we do on the Naraka, and he just explodes. And
just fucking gets cranked.
There's 550 plus the chest, plus we save 30 seconds from staring. It's optimizing. Finding different ways to optimize your runs is what this game's about. Fun. I love FFXI.
I love 11.
Amen. But yeah, I think we've pretty much covered the state of XI. Like, I don't think there's too much more going on, but I mean, we've sat here and talked for like 2 hours about what's going on in Final Fantasy 11, and like we keep saying,
when did Claire leave?
She had to go take care of the babies.
I didn't even know I mean, I noticed she hasn't spoken. When did she go? Did she leave right after the intro?
Basically, yeah. She had appointments to go to. She had things to go take care of, but she had to peace out and didn't want to interrupt the conversation. But yeah, that's why she wasn't able to be on full time.
This is her podcast. Man, we should have done it tomorrow. I didn't know. Or I guess if I would have been on top of it yesterday, but oh well.
She had kind of said
I'll come back.
She had kind of said that she wanted to set this one out a little bit since she hasn't been playing full time right now. But she's ready to do more, talk more, release more videos about new players and things like that. So, and she was having so much fun with her hard mode challenge or whatever it was.
The don't die challenge. Yeah. Fucking hardcore mode 11. Fuck that.
Yeah,
I'd have to reroll every day, 4 times a day.
Mm-hmm. I don't play hardcore mode anything. Like, she played Diablo hardcore mode, and I was like, "You're crazy."
No, hell no.
No, absolutely not. It's not for me.
Although I like all the drama that comes out of WoW hardcore. Every week you'll hear about some big streamer that like fucking let a bunch of his buddies die, and it's it's great.
I have not heard about this.
It can be fun. It almost makes me want to play hardcore WoW, except I don't really know how to play WoW, and I'd probably die. I'd never make it to endgame. Like they're doing like the endgame rating and shit, and people die. That's it. They're gone.
You know how to play 14. You know how to play WoW.
I don't know how to play 14. That's the thing.
You do.
I'd like to get endgame at it though. I really want to play the hardest stuff. But oh, here we go. It's fucking besiege time.
Oh yeah.
Wait, I gotta wait for that. Here's the trick: you wait until they attack, and then I can zone in all my guys, and they don't get scattered around the zone.
Oh, pro tips. Pro tips.
That's right.
But yeah, I appreciate your time. Thanks for coming in. If you haven't,
Hey, thanks for inviting me. It was fun.
if you don't know Velner, go over to twitch.tv/Velner or
VelnerXI.
VelnerXI.
I couldn't get Velner just by itself. I got swizzled.
What?
That's some guy who hasn't touched his account in a decade.
That's your YouTube handle too as well.
Yeah, it's VelnerXI on YouTube as well.
Yeah, check him out.
And Discord. You can add me on Discord. I don't care.
Velner, he pets cats. You'll know.
Pet Dandy right now.
You'll know you're in the right place if you see a big picture of Dandy. He's a thick boy, the biggest, bestest of all.
He's purring.
Aw, I love to go into Velner's chat and use his channel
He's
points.
rubbing on the mic.
Use his channel points to purr. It's a good time.
That's Dandy's purr too. I recorded it.
That's amazing.
The meow is him, and the hiss is him too, which is not as great. But it's his hiss.
If you like cats, you'll probably get to see Dandy at least once a night. Maybe some more. Depends how active he's feeling that night. If you have any questions for us, you're welcome to join the Discord here to the next level.
Huh.
You can also check us out on YouTube at To Next Level Podcast.
Hell yeah.
But yeah,
when's the next episode coming out? Or when are you going to do the next one?
We're probably going to do every other week right now is what we were talking about. But yeah, we'll play it by ear. Like we said, XI ain't going anywhere, so why do I want to go anywhere?
We've been here for 23 years. Where am I going to go?
Who would have us?
That's a really good point.
Who would take these washed up 30-plus-year-old gamers that only know how to play Final Fantasy 11?
Dude, anytime the drama comes out for 11, I mean, I love it, but like,
so good.
We are all in like our 30s. What the fuck? Maybe 40s. What are we doing?
People talking about honorable combat and meeting them outside with knives, and I'm like, oh gosh, come on, guys,
Hell yeah,
we're way past this.
No, we're not.
Okay, here we are.
Here we are.
Well, again, thank you so much for coming on. I had a blast. I love talking about the game. I love cats, and I love Final Fantasy 11.
Me too.
Again, thanks everybody.
Fuck. I got thrown to the winds. I came in too early.
Oh.
I got scattered.
Well, while Velner finds all his characters, we will talk to y'all later.
I'll see you. I'll see you next time. Later.